network service of the NTA.
Okay, this is still morning, right? I have with me two people from the Nigerian Society for Physiotherapy. Now, what will be our topic today? And I'm sure you'll be wondering, but you'll find out when we start our discussion. And to help us talk about this, I have with me Taiwo Oyewumi. Welcome to Morning, right? And also Bakari Umukutu.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Now she's if you look closely, zoom into her face closely, you'll know that you've seen her before on NTA. Okay. Welcome to Morning Ride. Now, you know, for the layman out there who is watching, okay, and I'm sure some of us understand what physiotherapy is all about. But for the layman out there who is watching, what's physiotherapy all about?
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Physiotherapy profession is all about identifying and maximizing quality of life and movement in the sphere of prevention, promotion, rehabilitation. So it borders about movement and enhancing movement in the populace.
Okay. So what does it take to be a physiotherapist?
Well, first of all, it's a degree program, so you have to go to the university to study. Currently, the program that is ongoing in Nigeria is the B Physio program, but will be evolving to the DPT program, which is the Doctor of Physiotherapy, several years down the line. So when you get your degree program, you have a 1-year period of internship, which you're expected to undergo supervised training, and you have a provisional license to practice, and after which you've satisfied all the necessary requirements for the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board, who are the ones regulating the profession in Nigeria, then you can now get your permanent license, which is renewable annually, and then you practice in anywhere. I mean, physiotherapy practice could be done in offices as occupational related physiotherapy, or with sports as sports physiotherapy. There is ergonomics, there's geriatrics. You can take anywhere that there's human involvement and it requires functioning, then you need physiotherapy, because the essence is it's not just for people who have limitations. You also want to optimize what you have. So physiotherapy is indicated in almost all aspects of life.
Now, I know there was a time it wasn't so popular to hear of people studying physiotherapy or having a physiotherapist around you. Would you say it has evolved over the years?
Yes, of course. As the president of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy, I can state that it has evolved over the years. This association, Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy, was founded on the 29th of August 1959. You can see we have moved, and currently we have a number of professors of physiotherapy. As I speak with you right now, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan is a physiotherapist, and we have seen a lot of physiotherapists that have made significant landmark. And the truth is that majority of these people are from Nigeria. We have areas of laser therapy in tissue repair. It's been done in animal studies of recovery, even in spinal cord injury. We have driving simulation for patients with stroke, for them to be able to drive again. We have a number of classical treatment models in physiotherapy for various conditions, and We feel strongly. I am an assistant director of physiotherapy, and I do some private practice. And it baffles me when you even have policy makers who do not have knowledge about what physiotherapy is all about. And bottom line is the populace that are suffering because they won't be able to access physiotherapy if the policymakers are not well informed and align themselves with policy issues that will enable the populace to access this all important.
Is it expensive if you need to get a physiotherapist to work on you if you have an ailment?
Well, I think it depends on the context in which you're looking at it. Assuming we had enough physiotherapists at hand, like take for instance, it's a bit more lucrative to practice abroad, and we have had periods of brain drain where people are moving abroad. And like the president had said, if we have policies that will bridge that gap where physios can stay back, we have more training institutions. I think when physio first started in Nigeria, we had only about 5 training institutions. It's expanding now, but if you look at the chronological age, it hasn't really met up with the milestones that you would expect. You would expect more training schools by now and more awareness so that more people can go into the profession. So it's a little bit expensive when you look at trying to get access to physiotherapy in the private sector, but most government hospitals that have physiotherapists in their department is still reasonably affordable. But then I think it can still get better. Most of the time, you have to be in a big city before you can access a physiotherapy in a teaching hospital or a government hospital. But what we are trying to advocate for now is getting to the grassroots, so that even when you go to a village that has a health center, it can actually have a physiotherapy department where there's a physiotherapist there to cater for the needs at that primary health level.
But do we have adequate equipment for therapies?
Yes, I would say fair enough in hospitals where you have physiotherapy facilities, you have adequate equipment. Why I say that is presently we are branding physiotherapy. We use our hand to stretch, to manipulate, to mobilize, to massage, and do a number of things. And the brand for physiotherapy today is that our hands aid healing and recovery. And so with the hand, you can do a number of things. And with evidence-based practice, you've seen that a number of conditions does not even require equipment.
And what is the society doing to create awareness and, the objectives of the Nigerian Society for Physiotherapy? What are your objectives? And how is it helping to expand the awareness on the use of physiotherapists in Nigeria?
Yes, what we are doing, we have a number of programs that we have highlighted, but we are honing down on 3 areas. One on issues that surrounds education, and like the PRO mentioned, we are the verge of starting Doctor of Physiotherapy program in Nigeria. We've launched the College of Postgraduate Training for Physiotherapy, and we have a lot of continuous professional development to ensure that we meet our set objective. Secondly, we see that we have not been contributing so much to the society, and so we had our ordinary general meeting in Jigawa on the 28th of February this year, where we launched the community outreach project on disability. There are 3 we are going to launch, and that's the first. The second one is on physical activity, and the third one is on ergonomics. We want to get to the populace and ensure that we contribute. And of course, what we are doing now is to ensure that we have upscale media campaign so that people know what we are doing. We are using various platforms, social media, print media, and electronic media.
Let me round up by asking you this question. The National Health Bill, which is a hot topic right now, I want to know your take on it.
Yeah, straight away, my take is that we support the National Health Bill with this proviso. When you look through the National Health Bill and you look at the emerging non-communicable diseases, and you don't have the inclusion of core experts in rehabilitation, that is physiotherapy, in the National Health Bill, basic constituents like the National Council on Health, research committees, and all that, that bill will not be complete. And that was the defense we made at the Senate Committee on Public Hearing on the National Health Bill. We feel strongly that Nigeria populace will suffer if this group of people are not involved in the
core professionals.
Yes,
Co-professionals,
in the area of rehabilitation, and that's our take there.
And rehabilitation is really important.
Extremely important, extremely.
Okay, Bakri, you're itching to say something. I will see your mouth
well,
moving.
he said everything really. The national health bill is a good package for Nigerians, but then for Nigerians to fully benefit from it, the structure must be gotten properly. All stakeholders must be involved, such that the expert in any area can contribute their own quota and then give the best. So I feel that one of the biggest concerns right now, even in the developed countries, are the non-communicable diseases that are a huge challenge, the public health issue. And that's why one of our major campaign areas is movement for health. Once you are mobile, once you move, then you can stay healthy, promote, you have good quality of life and wellness, and you're able to be more productive. So you see, everything becomes a chain reaction, and we always advocate that people should engage in moderate physical activity to stay healthy and promote their health. To be healthy, it's a lifelong thing. So you make it a culture and imbibe it in such a way that you can be able to prevent diseases and all the diseases that are major challenges now. If you're healthy, you can prevent diseases by boosting your immune system.
Thank you very much for coming to Morning Ride. And you just said something important, how doing daily exercises can help us stay alive. Okay, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll be meeting our next guest on Morning Ride today.